YouTube, Mike here again. Today we have a special review video for you guys. We have Team of the Season, Frenkie de Jong. I'm really excited for this card to talk about it a little bit with you guys. We got it in our Weekend League Plus reward packs. Thank you guys for watching that video. That video has really been doing well over the past 24 hours, so I appreciate the support. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the content. I'm going to do my best to try and get you guys some more pack opening videos and mix in some of these reviews as well, but please let me know in the comments what kind of content you guys enjoy the most, and I'll try to do my best to provide it. But today we have a full breakdown. We're going to look at his stats, talk a little bit about how we use him in game. We've got some highlights, look at his in-game player model, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Without further ado, let's get right to it. Alright guys, today we are taking a look at Frenkie de Jong, Team of the Season. We are fortunate enough to get this guy in our Weekend League Plus player picks. We actually got him from our first one from 7 wins, so really lucky there. Had a chance to use him. We've played about 32 games with him. Second half of our weekend league, and then some rivals games and like a handful of those La Liga friendly games. I still had like 2 or 3 long shots I needed to get, so we probably played 5 or 6 of those games. I don't know if those games count towards the stats. So he's played 32 games, 12 goals, 6 assists, 2 yellow cards. So it's relatively small sample size, but we've been playing with him for 2.5 days, so it's been enough of time to kind of get an idea of what he feels like in game and what are some of his strengths and some of his weaknesses. As you can see, he's 5'11", high defensive work rate, medium attacking work rate. I think that's excellent for a central midfielder. I'll show you in a second where we've been using him in game. He's right-footed, 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. Again, I mean, ideally you'd rather have 5 of one of the two, but I think that 4-4 is perfectly fine for center mid. That allows you to do croqueta cancels, gives you some options on like different spins and some different skill moves that you can cancel out of as a 4-star skiller. 4-star weak foot, you don't really notice it a ton in midfield. Again, if you're taking some long shots with him with his left, you may notice it there. Not as much as maybe a forward on his weak foot, where you kind of notice those little differences with the weak foot, but 4-4 I think is perfectly fine. As you can see, this is a really meta card. A lot of pro players, a lot of really competitive players are using it. Relatively affordable at this point in the life cycle of the game. I mean, I know he's only been out for a few weeks, but I think he's less than $1 million. I think he's actually in like the 700s or the 800s, depending thousands, depending on which console you're on. But great card. I think that he's definitely been a strong addition to my team. Taking a look to where we use him in games, so this is how I fit him in chemistry-wise. As you can see, unfortunately, I can't get everyone. We've got a couple players on 8, but most of the players are on 10, and with the stats that players have, you can play them a little bit off chem, and they're still really insane. I'm connecting him to Dest. He has a green connection there, as well as Benzema, which allows him to get 10. I think Dest is a great, affordable right back. You can get him for under 150k. So if you have the money to spend, I think Dest is great. Throw Anchor on him, and he's got some, just real quick, some really strong stats. But talking mainly about De Jong, so looking at our custom tactics, we play him. Right now, we're playing him in more of an attacking role. I have played him kind of in a more central role as well, but I wanted to kind of feature him a little bit more to see what he felt like as an attacker, and also get some good highlights for the end of this video. So in the 4-3-1-2, you can play him. I've been playing him as a center mid, but he can play any of these positions throughout the middle. He can play as your holding mid. Right now I have Essien, who's not as versatile. He's kind of strictly defensive, so I stick him there, but you could easily stick De Jong in any of these spots, and he's going to be super effective. In the 5-3-2, which I play a little bit, but not a ton, especially not against competitive players, really. I have him on the outside. I have Essien drop back into the defense, and I have Verratti in that holding role, but, again, any of my midfielders can kind of fill that role. And then the one I've been actually playing with a lot lately, because I'm trying to test out kind of a more attacking formation, is the 3-4-1-2. And again, I have him right in the middle. But again, I may switch in here from time to time, depending on just how how I'm feeling and what players I'm trying to test out in different positions. But that's where I've got him right now. That's where I've been playing him the majority of these highlights that you're going to see in a little bit. And he's been really a great card for me. So next we're going to take a look at his stats. So taking a look at his stats, right now I have Hawk on him, but I'm thinking about putting maybe something to max out that speed. I'm still playing around with some things, but just looking at his base stats, as you can see, insane. So 92 pace, 95 dribble, 85 shot, 90 defense, 92 passing, 90 physicality. And those base stats are reflective in his in-game stats as well. So you can see 92 sprint speed, 92 acceleration, super fast. I like, if I can max out that speed, I like to. So I give him a little bit of a speed boost. I know it's only 97 with Hawk, but you can max it out if you want. Attack positioning, so looking at his shooting, insane. So if you have him on instructions to get forward, he's going to time those runs really well. 97 attack positioning. His finishing and his long shots are very average. So if you are going to send him forward, I recommend boosting them at least a little bit, and even maybe playing Hunter on him to really boost that a lot and get that effectiveness out of him as a finisher. Because those stats are a little bit pedestrian, a little bit average for this point in the game. Only 84 finishing, 90 shot power is okay. Long shots 81 is fine, and volleys 92 is great. Penalties only 61. Don't want him taking your penalties. I tried it out a couple times, and even just tapping B makes a pretty sizable circle. So unless you're going to time those penalties consistently, you probably at this point have a better player to take your penalties. Passing is insane. I don't think that it's good. It's obviously not maxed, but it's good enough that I don't think you really need to boost it. You could put engine on him if you wanted to, but I definitely wouldn't play catalyst or anything that maxes out that passing, because it's so good already. You're really not going to feel a big difference. 94 vision, 99 short pass, 94 long pass. His crossing's a little bit low. I don't think that's even one that gets boosted with catalyst though. And you're probably not going to play him in a position where he's crossing very often. If you play a formation that is all central players, you probably are using your fullbacks to create that width. But even saying that, 82 is good enough to play in driven crosses if you're going to cross, and that's probably how you're going to cross anyway. With 70 free kicks, he's not taking your corners, so that stat's not hugely important. Looking at his dribbling, again, insane. 91 agility, 86 balance. Again, I think agility is really important this year in comparison to balance. 96 reactions and 98 composure, something I look for specifically for players that are going to be defending. I think those reactions and composure are super important for winning the ball back, and also just playing the ball out of pressure, and also for shooting as well. 96 ball control, 95 dribbling, both great stats. Looking at his defending, again, insane. 97 interceptions. If you have a pressing tactic, those interceptions, those AI interceptions are going to be great. He's going to win you the ball back. He's going to frustrate your opponents. 90 defensive awareness, 90 stand tackle, 91 slide tackle, 78 heading accuracy, but with 92 jumping, he'll win enough headers. He won't be your target in the box by any means, but he will win some headers from midfield out of clearances and goal kicks. 99 stamina, so you'll never have to sub him out. 90 strength, which is great for a relatively small, lean midfielder that's agile and quick and great on the ball, but he's also really strong, so he's going to be really hard to get the ball off of. And then that 85 aggression, which I have boosted, which is just another defensive bonus. Looking at his traits, he does have flair. He has outside the foot, which I've noticed is really common. A lot of players have outside the foot, but not so many players have finesse shot, unfortunately, which I think finesse shot is a lot more effective, but unfortunately it's a little more scarce. So yeah, that's a look at his stats. Next we'll take a look at his in-game player model, and then we have some highlights at the end. Thanks, guys. Alright guys, so taking a look at his in-game player model, as you can see, he does have a face scan in-game. He also has a unique body type. We'll do the quick 360, so you can see here what he looks like in-game. You know, again, if that's something that you're into for celebrations, having authenticity, he does have that. He has a unique body type, but it is rather lean, which I think lends to why he feels so fluid on the ball. This year, a lot of players that have that unique body type are really effective. The Bruno Fernandes, even Cristiano Ronaldo with his kind of funny body type and running style. I think that it makes those animations a little bit crisper and makes him feel really fluid on the ball. So a unique lean body type, face scan, 5'11", so you know about the same height as like your Mbappe's. So he's gonna have that kind of that same feel in terms of how big he is on the field. If that's a kind of a reference point for you. He's strong, he's fast. Yeah, overall he's a really good player. I don't know if he has like a custom sprint animation. This is what he looks like when he sprints. So I'm knocking the ball on here in a second, so you can kind of see that's the sprint animation. But yeah, that's his body type. Let's get to the highlights. Good job, Frenkie. Nice finish. Just scoring goals with the Jong. Well done, Frenkie. Well done, Frenkie.